Yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, going to be predicting the game between them and the Philadelphia Eagles happening this Sunday at Levi Stadium. A Sunday night football matchup, our first primetime game in the season. I can't wait for this matchup. 49ers, they got to try to prove themselves and keep winning. The Eagles, they're going to try a lot of things. Maybe start Jalen Hurts. I'll be talking about that in a second because of the struggles with Carson Wentz. We'll find out a lot of interesting things for this matchup, and I can't wait for this one. A little bit disappointed that the Eagles are 0-3. I wish they had a better record because this game would have been pretty big, and that's why they had it on Sunday Night Football, but unfortunately, they are 0-3 right now. But they might be able to redeem themselves and beat the 49ers this Sunday. Hopefully not, but we'll see then. Let's get this video started, but before I do, as always, please like and subscribe. It's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share the channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's get started. 49ers versus Eagles, prediction week 4. Who is going to win this game? Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to pick to win this game? Before I do, want to do a quick tail of the tape on each team, what they did last week on their performances. First up, let's talk about the 49ers. They ended up defeating the New York Giants 36-9, an absolutely humiliation part on New York. The 49ers were just dominant pretty much all game, especially in the second half. Nick Mullins went off. The running game went off. Defense did a great job in containing Daniel Jones. A lot of turnovers. Great performance. That's what you expect pretty much from the 49ers. Although it was a bunch of backups. A lot of people were out for that game. But at the same time, they had a great game. A lot of positivity for this team. And I think the future is going to bode really well for them. Next up, I'll talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. They ended up in a tie of all things with the Cincinnati Bengals. 23-23. I don't even know how a tie is even existing in the NFL. That's just absolutely ridiculous. But hey, they didn't win. They didn't lose. It is what it is. Actually, I've been saying that they're 0-3. They're actually 0-2-1. I keep getting mixed up on that. I know, right? I'm an idiot. But anyways, Carson Wentz is not having the best campaign of his life. He's not like the MVP form he was when the Eagles went into the Super Bowl. I don't know. It's not looking really good for them right now. We'll see if they can make a big turnaround starting this Sunday, but it's going to be difficult against the 49er team that is absolutely motivated with all the decimating injuries that they have. Let's get this started. Some things to look forward to in this one. The 49ers for me is who's going to be the quarterback for this game. Is it going to be Jimmy G or Nick Mullins? I might lean towards Mullins being the quarterback if Jimmy is not ready to go, but maybe Jimmy's ready to go because he's motivated by Mullins' performance. As you all know, Mullins led the 49ers to a game where they didn't have to punt the ball since 1993, which is absolutely ridiculous. That was way before I was born. Pretty good right there. That's a great performance. I know it's against the New York Giants. I know they're not the best team to play against or whatever, but at the same time, to have no punts in a whole game, Mitchell Wishnowsky, he had a time of his life doing nothing but just holding the ball, even though it was a little bit difficult that time. They have to look forward to that, who's going to be the quarterback, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion. I think they could do a great job against the Philadelphia Eagles defense. If they can kind of get through the pass rush, then everything below them is not really the best. It's a little bit shaky for them. They are known to have a great defensive line, but everything else is very, very confusing, especially the defensive backs. Oh my gosh, they just have a lot of things going against them, especially for the past couple of years now. Surprising that Jim Schwartz is the defensive coordinator. He does really good defenses, but for whatever reason, it's just been collapsing just a little bit. 49ers defense, they have to pressure Wentz a lot to make a big mistakes. It's kind of like Daniel Jones, but I'm not really saying that Carson Wentz is terrible, but you have to put him under pressure. You have to get him down as much as you can. He will crumble. He will fall under pressure. Maybe if he throws an interception or too many turnovers, something like that, Jalen Hurts can come in and see what he can do against us in particular during the game. But I don't know. I don't want to speculate on who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Eagles, but I'm assuming Carson Wentz. But if he has a terrible game, terrible time during the game, then they're going to be definitely yanking him out in favor of Hurts. Looks like it's going to be a failed experiment, to be honest with you. And, you know, Carson, I'm a big fan of his. I was a bigger fan of him than Jared Goff in my opinion, but hasn't really worked out due to the injuries, and it's really lingering in my opinion. The offensive line is not really the offensive line that we're used to seeing from them. The only really viable target that they have is Zach Ertz. Other than that, it's been really, really weird for them, for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have expectations every year, but most of the time, minus the Super Bowl year, they crumble, and that's not really good right there. Should they have kept Nick Foles? I don't know. That's just a question that Eagle fans can answer if Foles was the right man. I mean, you saw him make a comeback against the Atlanta Falcons, although it was the Falcons that like to choke a lot, but they still made a 20-whatever point comeback it was. Very impressive there. I know the Eagle fans are looking forward to Nick Foles, but hey, that's not for me to answer. I'm not an Eagle fan. I am a 49er fan. Big things for me, quarterback for the 49ers. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I think they both can do really well against a very shaky Eagles defense. Also, defensively, you really got to pressure Wentz even more because he's not really the best under pressure. Running backs, you just got to use him. You just got to pound the ball like they did for the past couple of weeks now. You have Jared McKinnon, who should be ready to go, a little bit injury riddled for this past week. Jeff Wilson Jr., he's been doing a great job so far, mostly in the passing game, but also in the running game. I think he can get better on that. JaMycal Hasty, he could do well as well. Raheem Mostert, I don't think he's going to be available for this game, but the running backs that I have right now, I'm not too super concerned. The offensive line for us is really good. Deebo Samuel, I don't know if he's going to be ready to go for this game. I heard he was going to be ready for next week against Miami, but he's eligible to return for this game. Don't be ruling out him. George Kittle, he could be available as well. Don't be ruling him out as well. The team that they rolled with the New York Giants last week, I would be really comfortable with them coming into this week, and then the guys can come back starting with the Dolphins or the Rams game. Definitely the Rams game. We need everybody back as much as possible, but so far with the quote-unquote backups that we have, I like my team so far. If I had to pick a team, if I had to see who's going to win this Sunday Night Football matchup, this epic showdown, I would be picking the 49ers to win this one. As I said, the team, it looks really good in my opinion. The backups are really good. They could probably start somewhere else in another team, especially Nick Mullins. Looking at it, the way the fundamentals of this team, Kyle Shanahan, Robert Saleh, they get these teams prepared, these units prepared to play football, and they don't disappoint at all. I'm excited to see it, but the 49ers, I think they come out on top. If I had to pick a final score for me, San Francisco, I would probably pick them to win this game about 28, Philadelphia 21. I think it can be a little bit close. I think the Eagles are going to be playing with their lives on the line, definitely, because they're 0-2-1. Although the NFC East, they can kind of get away with losses, but they've got to be winning some games. This is the perfect time to do it now, but I think they're going to be playing on desperation mode, and the 49ers, they got to act like they're in desperation mode, although the NFC West is very tough and every win counts. They have to do that. San Francisco, I think they come up on top over the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football and proceed to go 3-1. That's pretty much it, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the 49ers and Eagles game. Who's going to win this matchup? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up probably tomorrow on a Wednesday, if not a Thursday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.